In today's video, we are going to talk about the power of habit. How long does it really take to develop a positive habit? And what exactly do you need to do to make sure that it works for you? So if you've ever done any research on how to instill a new positive habit into your life and make sure that it works for you, you've probably read research that said it takes anywhere from 14 days to 21 to 30 to 90. I've read recently actually that the magic number was 66, and I read that in the book The One Thing, and I found that to be interesting, that there's studies and research that have been done that showed that there's a breaking point, a point where it just starts to get easier. And I think that's what happens when you've done it consistently for so long that you don't have to consciously think about it, and it isn't as much of a struggle. Now, that all depends on what kind of a habit you're trying to develop. Are you trying to break a bad habit and replace it with a new positive one? Or are you just trying to incorporate a new positive habit into your life? And on top of that, how hard is this for you? Is this something that's really outside of your comfort zone? It's a real stretch. If it is, it's probably going to take a little longer, maybe a lot longer. You have to be ready for that. You have to know that at the end of all of this, it's all of this work and all of this test of willpower, that it's going to be worth it. You're going to look back on this and go, yes, I did it, I won, and you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel accomplished and successful and abundant, and know that you can tackle anything. It's just a little notch in your belt of confidence that reassures you that you can do anything you put your mind to. So the question is, how do we get our mind programmed to instill this new habit, right? Well, first and foremost, you need to commit. End of story. You need to ensure that whatever habit you're trying to form, that is your goal. It's your only goal. It's the only thing that matters right now, and you need to do it like it's your job. Every day, nothing else can happen until this happens. Whatever that habit is, the one thing you're trying to commit to, you're trying to instill into your daily routine, needs to happen. And everything else can wait. The world will not crumble if you don't check your email and your Facebook and call your friend back so she can vent about her boss. Everything else will be there after you've done your one thing. Do it and then move on. It's checked off the list. You're good to go for the day. So make sure you do that. Commit to doing it every single day. Know that your willpower is going to be tested. Willpower is like a muscle. You have to exercise it, and the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So it makes sense that you're using willpower every day to ensure that you're being consistent with your habit. So of course, after 30 days, it's going to be easier than it was the first week. After 60 days, it's going to be even easier. So I guess that's why the 66-day benchmark makes sense, because it's starting to feel more comfortable. It's starting to become the new normal. And really, that's what you want. And you also really need to identify with the reason why you're doing this in the first place. I hope it's for you. I hope it's for your own personal growth and fulfillment and happiness, and not somebody else. If somebody else wants you to do this and that is the only reason you're doing it, the passion isn't going to be there. You're not going to have real hardcore emotional attachment to the why when the going gets rough. Temptation will happen, and you will be tempted to head off course if the emotional pull to the why isn't strong enough. And the reason I say think about that up front is there's no point going down that road if you know deep down it's not the road you want to be on. You might know that quitting smoking is the right thing to do, but if you're not really ready to commit and you don't really want it, you know it's not going to happen. And what does that tell you? Once you quit and you give up, it's only reinforcing the proof that you have in your head that you can't do it. And that's false. You can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. It just takes a little bit of work, a little effort, some consistency, and some power of will. And you definitely can make it happen. You just have to want it bad enough. So how do you celebrate your wins and ensure that consistency is fun? Because it is going to get hard. I do the calendar thing where I just X off on a calendar, and I'm going to show you this. Habits need to be daily. You need to be consistent every day. So here's my calendar, and you can see here it's just a bunch of X's on the dates, and every 10th day I'll do a big fat X, and this just helps me benchmark chunks. So if I know that it's going to take me 60 or 90 or even longer days to do this, I like to be able to chunk it down into bite-sized, manageable baby steps. And by doing 10-day increments, I'm able to do that, and I'm able to see it at a glance. If I have 2 big fat X's on my calendar, I know that that's 20 days. And that just helps me to see how far I've come. Rather than a bunch of little X's on a calendar, I can celebrate, man, I've done this for 2 chunks already, and I'm on my way to number 3. This is enough for me. I like to check things off. I'm the student who really likes the gold stars in class, so this is okay. Some people need a little bit more, and if you need a little bit more, make those benchmarks the days that you get to really indulge in something that you enjoy, but hold it until those days. So if it's dieting and you're trying to adapt a new healthy lifestyle, but you just really, really love to indulge in an ice cream sundae, and it's normally something that you would have done every day or every few days, make that your 10-day benchmark prize. So it's just a way to set yourself up for success, because when you're celebrating wins along the way, you feel the momentum building. You're seeing the progress, you're seeing the wins, and that's incredible. So I might as well tell you the reason that you're seeing this calendar and what this is for is the abundance journal. I promised myself this year I would be really, really consistent with my journal, because I know how important it is to my success. There's a lot that I want to accomplish and do this year, and you can't accomplish things and do crazy, extraordinary things if you're not right in your head and your heart. And I know that to be truth. And I've seen incredible progress in my own life from doing the abundance journal, and I've seen it in people that I've shared it with. So I've created a downloadable version for you. And if you want it, please hop over to my website and get it, or just type in tanyarineer.com/journal and I will send it to you. It is a downloadable journal with a couple of videos that I'll send you to walk you through each exercise and help you to go really deep. Because really what it is, it's a compilation of exercises that will help you dig down deep, find the real you, find what it is that you want out of your life, and help you to develop the mindset to achieve it. So it's really just building a strong foundation so that you too can have everything you want. So if you'd like that, hop on over there and get it. If you're working on developing a new habit, let me know what that is. I'd love to know what you're working on. And what is it that you're doing to ensure that you're consistent and you make it happen so that you can rock this out and rock your life. Let me know in the comments. And if there's anything else I can do, just give me a shout out. I'm here to help. And I will see you in the next video.